This monitor is the best 4K OLED you can buy right now, but let me explain why. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've been using the ASUS ROG Swift Pg32Ucdp for about 3 months now, mostly for 4K gaming, some creative work, and even a little movie watching, and I have to say it's been a game of inches, meaning every little detail feels just right. The screen is a 31.5-inch 4K OLED panel, so the blacks are deep, the colors pop, and the motion is smooth without any of that distracting blur you sometimes get on LCDs. If you're coming from a 1440p monitor, the jump to 4K is noticeable right away, especially when you're gaming or editing photos and videos. One of the first things that stood out to me was the color accuracy. The Pg32Ucdp covers 99% of the DCI-P3 color space and 100% of sRGB, which makes it great for both gaming and professional work. I've been using it for some photo editing lately, and the colors look so natural that I don't have to constantly tweak the settings. The OLED panel also means you get perfect blacks, which is a huge deal if you're watching movies or playing dark games like Helldivers 2 or Cyberpunk 2077. The contrast ratio is basically infinite, so details and shadows are crystal clear, and there's no backlight bleed to ruin the experience. Gaming on this monitor is a whole different ballgame compared to what I'm used to. The 4K resolution paired with OLED makes everything look sharper, and the 240Hz refresh rate means the motion is super smooth. I've been playing Call of Duty and Fortnite on it, and the clarity is insane. Even in fast-paced shooters, the details in the environment are so crisp that it's easier to spot enemies. The response time is listed as 0.03 milliseconds, which basically eliminates ghosting, so even the fastest movements look clean. The only thing to keep in mind is that you'll need a pretty beefy GPU to run games at 4K and 240Hz, especially if you want to keep the settings maxed out. If you're rocking an RTX 4080 or RX 7900 XTX, you'll be fine, but anything less might struggle. For creative work, this monitor is a dream. The OLED panel means you get true blacks, which is essential for video editing and color grading. I've been using it with Adobe Premiere Pro, and the colors match what I see on my calibrated reference monitor pretty closely. The factory calibration is already pretty good out of the box, so if you're not doing professional color work, you might not need to calibrate it right away. The 10-bit color depth also helps with smooth gradients, so you won't see banding in skies or other subtle color shifts. The design of the monitor is solid, too. It's got a sleek, angular look that fits right in with the ROG aesthetic, and the stand is sturdy enough to hold the monitor securely. The OSD menu is easy to navigate, and you can customize the on-screen display to show things like FPS counters or system stats if you're gaming. The only downside I've noticed is that the monitor doesn't have built-in speakers, so if you're not using external speakers or headphones, you'll need to plug something in. It's not a deal-breaker, but it's something to keep in mind if you're looking for an all-in-one solution. One thing that surprised me was how well this monitor handles reflections. Even though it's glossy, the anti-glare coating does a good job of reducing reflections, which is great if you're gaming or working near a window. The viewing angles are also wide, so you don't have to sit dead center to get a good picture. That's a big plus if you're sharing the monitor with someone else or just like to move around while you work. Now, let's talk about the cons. The biggest one is the price. This monitor isn't cheap, and if you're on a budget, it might not be the best choice. Another thing to consider is burn-in. OLED panels are prone to burn-in if you leave static images on the screen for too long, like HUD elements in games or logos. ASUS has included features to help mitigate this, like pixel refresh and logo dimming, but it's still something to be aware of if you plan on using the monitor for long sessions with static elements. Overall, the ASUS ROG Swift Pg32Ucdp is a fantastic monitor if you're looking for the best 4K OLED experience. It's perfect for gaming, creative work, and even movie watching, thanks to its stunning picture quality and smooth performance. The only real downsides are the price and the potential for burn-in, but if you're willing to invest in a high-end monitor, this one is definitely worth it. If you're thinking about upgrading your setup, check out the link below to see the latest price and availability.